Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our weekly webinar. Today we're focusing on Eurofase lighting. We're going to look at their outdoor collection that looked absolutely stunning at Lightovation just a few weeks ago. Before we begin, I ask that you please mute your microphone, ask questions at any time. This webinar is being recorded, so if you want to catch it later on our YouTube channel, it will be up in the next few days, and any pricing that we discuss will be approximate IMAP. So let's jump right into the Monty collection. And actually, overall, there are 11 new series of outdoor for Eurofase, and there's 2 line extensions that moved from indoor to outdoor, so that's kind of exciting. So now on to the Monty. Great mission design, very classic here. Features those very strong geometric lines and that great contrast between the black and the white. This is a sand black finish, and it is die-cast aluminum, and it is white glass. So it's not acrylic, it is glass. Some really nice pieces here, especially that 45-inch tall in the center where you have basically a stacked piece. Gives you some nice options for some larger scale projects. Prices vary on these all over. You've got the pendant coming in at about $496, the smaller 14-inch LED sconce at $284, the 21 at $330. So you can kind of get the price range there. And this has a nice architectural feel to it. Next, we are going to look at the Clover. These overlapping circles really create a beautiful design inspired by a 4-set Venn diagram, actually. You have the option of sand black or silver finish, and it does again have that beautiful white glass, and these are powder coated. Indoor or outdoor appeal for these, I really feel like. We're looking at the post top at about $368, and the flush mount at $344, everything else falling in within that $300 to $400 range as well. Next, we have the Basso. This is a sand black finish, pressure, textured glass, integrated LED, and a die-cast aluminum. There's like tiny curlicues are molded into that solid glass prism that really creates a beautiful shattered glass design and lets that light bounce through it, really highlighting the texture on this piece. In person, the glass on this is absolutely stunning. I also really like the use of those chunky, oversized rings. It adds some weight to the piece that needs a great visual anchor, and those do that very well. These sell at $250 for the smaller and $352 for the larger. Next, we have a full collection in the Yasmine, inspired by antique oil lamps. Very vintage elements and craftsmanship are obvious on this collection. You have the chandelier. The 6 light is selling for just over $1,000. Pendant right around $200. And those wall sconces I think would be great on the interior as well. The smaller sconce is at $198 and the longer 17-inch is at $248. 2 finishes here. You have the sand black or the aged gold. And note they are hand-blown glass. Next we have the Wren. To me, this has just universal appeal, very versatile collection, a popular style with great size options. I guess in 3 words, I'd say it's clean, it's sophisticated, and it's stylish. The flush mount will sell for approximately $250. That double stacked piece at 36 inches is $630. Again, we're using the white opal glass and the sand black finish, and this is powder coated. A really nice, well-rounded contemporary transitional series. The Cologne. This one is a white opal glass. Again, we have a powder coated finish and available in the black, sand black or soft gold finish. 2 different sizes in this. The 15-inch sells for $198 and the 20 at $289 or $298. This is a really modern. This is modern simplicity at its core. That round glass and the gentle curve of the arm really soften the harder edges of the piece. Kind of an upscale, tailored look on this one. Really one of my favorites. Feels very substantial in person. Just a beautiful, clean execution on this piece. The Ilia. This frame structure creates actually almost a frame for that beautiful speckled clear glass panel that really reflects light to create that lovely waterfall effect almost. This one you're looking at $298 on the flush mount. That stacked piece at 44 inches gives you a great size. That's $898. Post top at $344. And then you have the two wall brackets, the 20 inches at $352 and the 13 inches at $298. Again, just a beautiful display of glass here. Next, we have the Brama series. This is the fine mesh screen surrounds the body of this lantern. Exterior is that square mesh form in black that covers a smaller interior square of gold mesh that's around that white glass cylinder. As you move around this piece, because it is mesh, you see through those small perforations and you get that movement. You can kind of see that in the imagery on the screen here. The 7-inch pendant is $554. The 17-inch wall sconce is $668, and the LED post light is $627. This is, again, I mentioned that two-tone mesh screen, and it is in that sand black finish. This was probably one of my favorite collections at market, the doll. It showcases just a slightly tapered drum, and then it has that mouth blown glass that's mounted within it in that rounded cage. Very modern take on a classic design, which I always appreciate. The piece that I found just notable is that flush mount. It's 14 inches, 4-light flush mount, sells for $386. But the thing that's nice with this is you get that height of 10.5. A lot of times we lose scale and we go to exterior flush mounts. This really holds space well, and we have so many applications where we do need something a little bit more substantial. This will certainly fit the bill. Done in a satin black finish on this one, and again powder coated and wet rated. A post light will sell for about $350. The 19-inch lantern at $470, 25-inch lantern at $330, and the pendant at $394. Next is the Bastille collection, inspired by the very popular open cage chandelier that we've been seeing on interior spaces. This is very durable and airy with, again, hand-blown glass. Coming back to what I spoke of earlier with the last collection, that flush mount holds some nice space that has almost 12 inches in overall height. So again, a great scale. That will sell for $450. We have the long linear chandelier, and that's $796. This is a really nice open cage design with that clear glass that I mentioned is hand blown. Nice full series here. Next, we have the Sawyer, kind of a modernized take on that classic mailbox shape. Adds a nice vintage flair wherever it sits. It is done in the sand black finish, and it does have a clear glass enclosure. The largest lantern will be a $398, the hanging pendant at $490, and the 14-inch 2-light sconce at $290. I do appreciate the stagger of those candelabras when you are looking at the larger scale, the 23-inch piece. Next, we have a couple of collections that moved outdoors for us. The Admiral has been extremely popular collection interior. So we're using the same filigreed metalwork that made the interior family so popular, and we've taken it outside. So the flush mount is going to be $688. We've got the 31-inch sconce at $688, the 20-inch sconce at just under $500, and the 25-inch squared out sconce up on the right upper hand corner is about $900. This is done in a black finish. Again, it's powder coated, and you do get the two-tone because you do have the gold accents on there as well. This particular piece, when you're using that metal, that filigreed metalwork, really beautifully diffuses the light. It's a nice soft glow, especially exterior. We tend to get a lot of glare, but this is a really nice option for a softer look. And speaking almost of the same thing, the Annette is another interior piece that is moved outside. A nice diffused light available in sand black or soft gray in this one. You have the 23-inch wall sconce at about $388, and you have the 12-inch at $250, and then you have the flush mount at $12. Interior, exterior, this is a great piece. You could use it in theaters or TV spaces. And again, as I mentioned, there's no glare with this piece when you have that indirect light and the hidden light source. So this is a nice option for any of those types of spaces. That's what we have for the exterior introductions from Eurofase from Lightovation. I did want to mention, you'll notice on this image, you have some outdoor heaters, and Eurofase is moving into providing heaters like this. They're called the Innova heaters. We'll have some more information and we'll give you some full training on that very soon, but just know that it's available to you. They seem like they are going to be a hit, and with so much outdoor space and outdoor living happening right now, these will be a nice addition and a great add-on sale for you. We hope to see you next week, and thank you so much for coming today.